Hey guys, what's up? I'm DMizdrac80, and this is a Odd Eyes Magician Performa Pal Majespecter deck that I've been running and works really well. So, we'll get into the main deck. First up, we got, of course, the three Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragons. It's what the deck's built around. Put in the scales to search, and when it does battle, double damage, and of course, rank or 4 scale, and you just build the deck around it. You play 1 Dragon Pulse. You only want to play 1 because your scales are mostly low scales, and you can use it to pop a monster or a face-up card. Actually, I think it's just 1 face-up monster. So it's decent. 3 Pit. Dragon Pit's the high scale that you want. Pops a spell or trap card that helps you get rid of floodgates, solemns, bottomlesses, anything that could cause mojos. Next, we play 1 Noble Dragon. Noble Dragon is great for going to synchro plays, and you can search it off pen call and use it for pretty much. I use it mainly for meteor burst and for clear wing. Next up, we play 3 Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon is our recyclability in this deck. It allows us to extend or keep our plays going. It's a low scale and it's a spellcaster level 6, so you can go into Naruto. Next up, we play 1 because we only can play 1 Wisdom Eye. I wish this card was at 3. It opens up so many plays and is just so good. It was such an unnecessary hit, but it is what it is. We play 1 Drummerilla. Drummerilla is, if you don't know what it does, it boosts, when it's in your scale or on your field, it boosts one of your monsters that's attacking or is attacked by 600 attack points. This allows you to use Odd Eyes Pendulum to get over Dark Destroyer, to get over Monarchs and stuff, and has gotten me out of so many tight spots. Play the 1 of Monkey Board, self-explanatory. We play 2 Phoenix, Odd Eyes Phoenix. Great card, blocks direct attacks, and it contributes itself when it's in the on the field in the monster zone to give another one of your Performance Pals another 1,000 attack. So a good strategy is attack first with him, tribute him to bump one of your other Performance Pals up by 1,000, because you can do it in battle phase. Next up, we play 3 Odd Eyes Unicorn. High scale again. Also can take the attack of 1 Performance Pal monster and give it to Odd Eyes Pendulum or an Odd Eyes monster. Really, really good with Odd Eyes Pendulum. You can get upwards of 4,000, 5,000 damage. You can OTK easily with Odd Eyes Pendulum. Play the 1 Skullcrobat Joker because it's all we can play again. Pretty self-explanatory. Main searcher in this deck and just amazing. Now for the Majespecters. We play 2 Fox to search out traps. Really good card. It's level 4, so it can you can exceed with it, although normally you don't want to, but it's just a great card in general. And then of course the 3 Kieran. Kieran is one of the MVPs of this deck. Really, really helps with just bouncing anything. You can bounce Tin Can, you can bounce everything that can be targeted, and it's a 6 spellcaster, so you can go into Naruto again. Then for the non-pendulums, we play 1 Tuning Magician. Great card. A lot of people don't see the value in it, but it's saved me a lot of times, and it can really, really help you. If you have 2 Magicians in your pendulum zone, you can normal it, and say you have a Monkey Board, Kirin, or Oath Dragon on your field. You normal it, synchro for a 7, and then bring back Tuning Magician, and you can synchro for an 8, so Clear Wing. Great card that I would never consider cutting. One of my favorite cards in this deck. And then, of course, 2 Effect Veilers. Effect Negation is key in this this format, stopping Tin Can, stopping Idea, so really important. Then we have 2 MSTs, nice shiny gold Ghosters. Really, really great card. Gets a lot of floodgates out and helps a lot. Then 3 Pen Call. Best way to search in this deck. And protects your scales. We play the 1 of Raigeki, which we could play more, but we got 1. Clears fields, allows for OTKs. Only 2 Sky Iris. You don't ever want to draw 2 of them in the same hand, because one's dead then. But this card is amazing for searching. You can search out Pendulum Dragon, you can search out Unicorn, you can search out Phoenix, and if you run it, I don't because it's just too expensive. But Vortex, or not Vortex, Fusion, you can also search out, which is just a great card. Finally, the last spell is Upstart Goblin. Drawing is good. We can only run 1, so we do. Traps, 2 Majespecter Tempest. Great card. Great thing you can do is you can use any of your 5 Majespecter monsters, or else you can also use Oath Dragon to trigger it and stop anything, really. Any special summon or monster effect. And finally, the 1 warning, because it's key. You have to play this format. There's no reason to not play Warning. That's the main deck. It's 40 cards. We'll go into the extra. First up is the 1 Vortex. Vortex is amazing. When it hits the field, it bounces, but it does target, so no Dark Destroyer. And can negate, once per turn, can negate anything as long as you have something face up in your extra deck. So you can, and you can use that to recycle Monkey Board or Skull Crobat Joker into your deck. 1 Black Rose to clear out fields. When you're behind, you can get rid of Cosmo ships and stuff. 1 Clear Wing, one of the best synchros in the game right now. Negate anything 5 or higher. 1 Meteor Burst stops any effects from activating in the battle step, and you can also use it to, say you have that in your monster zone and a pit in your scale. You can summon both, overlay for a 7, rank 7, and then or not finally, but we have Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing is the best, I think, right now, as you can see by its price, the best synchro monster in the game. So useful. The only thing I wish is it couldn't be tributed, and it would be MVP of every deck. Ignister, because you want non-targeting is good. We need something that doesn't target. 1 Dweller to stop BA and Cosmo. Castel to clear out floodgates. 106, this is a card I'm iffy on. I might replace it with a Utopia Beyond, but Effect Negation is good, as I said with Veiler. 1 Durandal, really, really good card, and really just stops Cosmos, stops a lot of other cards. 1 Naruto. Naruto is probably my favorite Exceed to go into. It stops anything, MSC, Twin Twisters, anti-spells that can ruin our deck. Solemns. Once you run out, you can always go into Ebon Illusion Magician. Really good card, allows for banishing. Then we play 2 Absolute. Absolute is our way to get out Vortex. Just an awesome card, stops attacks. And finally, 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal. Flare Metal, 500 burn, can't be destroyed by card effects. Really, really good. In the side, I play 1 Acid, get rid of spells for Queeze and Yusenju Demise decks. 1 Dark Law. Dark Law wins games. It's one of the best cards probably in the meta if it can protect itself. 3 Mass Hero Change. We play 3 because we have targets for Acid and Dark Law in our deck, so we can even if we use 1 for Dark Law, we can use the other for Acid. 3 Spell Shattering Arrows, good for anti-spells, macros, anything that's face up on the field. Good for the mirror match for pendulums. I play 1 Breakthrough Skill. Never really sighted it in, might cut it, but helps a lot. 3 Imperial Iron Walls for Cosmos and for PK Fire you can use it against for stop the Phantom Knights from searching, and also for Monarchs. And finally, the 3 Mistakes. Stop searching and helps versus... I side this in every game versus Cosmos and Monarchs, and is just amazing. Alright guys, thanks. That's the end, and thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed. I've been playing this deck for probably about 6 months now, and every time I play this deck I have more and more fun. You can change it any way you want and just have fun with this deck. Alright, thanks. Bye.